Message saved. New message.
468.
Mr. Trill, this is Stephen with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Give you another call. Just need you to call me during business hours. I'm here till 6 p.m.
Thank you.
Get you updated with your deposit.
Thank you. So I have to call him.
Message saved.
So I got to call him above all priority. I have to call him 468-525. I have to call him right away. 468. Okay, save. And save it because right now I don't have anything since I'm using the camera. I don't have anything to save it in. I'm not other than the devices that I'm using. I can't keep the video camera running on the tablet and switch over to something else. Because if I switch with Windows, if you swipe it over to go to the desktop, the camera stops running. It doesn't allow you to minimize it and to keep filming. So I gotta call them right away.
Thank you for calling Enterprise Rent-A-Car, the company that picks you up. For quality assurance, your call may be monitored or recorded. To help us serve you better, please listen to this entire message. For hours and location information, press 1.
Let me press number
to check
4.
rates available.
Thank you for calling Enterprise. This is Yesenia. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. Can you transfer me to Stephen Alt?
He just stepped out of the office for a moment. Can I take a message?
No, I'll try him back. What time do you think he'll be back in?
He just stepped out momentarily. He'll be back in maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Tell him Adam called. He called me yesterday. And tell him,
Adam?
yeah, tell him that I've been busy trying to get my commercial tractor online so I can start working.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my commercial tractor online from Penske so I could start working on contract.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will call him. Tell him I will call him back shortly.
Okay.
And Yesenia, how much money do I owe now on the car?
Let me see. What was your last name, sir?
Okay, it's J like John, I like India, B like Bravo, R like Robert like Russia, double E like Estonia, and L like Latvia.
Okay. Okay, let's see. As of today. How long were you going to be keeping the vehicle?
I figure about another week.
Okay. So we need to rewrite this paperwork. But if you would keep it another week, say if you kept it until Wednesday, we would need at least another $300 deposit.
Oh, okay. So you need another $300.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me clear out something with that card and get that money for you today.
All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I'll let him know that you called, okay?
Okay, definitely, because I don't want you to call the cops on me. you know, you didn't do that yet, right?
We want to avoid that.
Yeah. I don't want them coming after me. I don't like being black and all that. Soy moreno. Yo no quiero problemas con la policía. Ahora, es un tiempo de racismo mucho en Estados Unidos. Yo no quiero problemas. Con la gente del azul. Pero yo quiero pagando usted hoy o temprano mañana. Solo el último, temprano mañana en la día. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. By the latest, early tomorrow morning, I'll pay it off.
Okay. Not
Okay.
a problem.
Thank you. So right now, this is $300. So where can I get that from? I can't go to Dr. Muzamil because I sent the letter talking about collusion in the Muslim communities. As I said, this anti-Semitic, deeply anti-Semitic, Brother Nathaniel goes on the internet. They don't go after him because he's of Jewish ancestry. Was saying that the ADL and other organizations are structuring the Homeland Security process, and they're targeting who, or the archetypes that are targeted, and particularly black males. And it came out with the communities, cooperative communities, or whatever type of program with masajids and with Muslim communities, that the ADL executive was saying, we've been trying to create this process and formulate it. But then when people go behind to rental companies, to job-oriented stuff, to religious communities, and show them semi-nude pictures in the heat of passion that I took erroneously from my former fiance, who was an older woman who's not a younger woman, and I'm not a younger man, and I still did not do zina with her. Alhamdulillah, man. I did not do zina with her. As Allah is the only shuhad that's worthwhile, His Majesty. Muslims believe majesty only belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I was not able to do zina with her, as I promised her father Jobri that I would never do it, but yet others been doing plenty of zina with her by now. And nobody cares about that, as long as it's their own little tribal clique. Nobody cares. So they talk about being Muslim. And ashhadu wa la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. So despite that, and then they went to imams in Singapore and showed them the photos and stuff like that, and certain people here, because some people in Singapore told me they saw, to denigrate that. So why is that not that's not defamation? Defaming my character. And they go to imams and tell them things, and tell the imam and Morovia, other people, certain imams, that I'm a sleazebag and this, that, and to keep me away from my son. That's not defamation. But when it comes to their communities or something happened to them, this is defamation. Why I'm not defended from defamation? I've had enough. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of going through this. And he went to me, and he came to me. Like I said, I believe law enforcement has approached Mohab Ghali. I think they talked to him. Because when I went in there one time in the beginnings, before I gave him the full money, $1,750 that I got from the Conejo Valley Muslim community, I've had a strange feeling about a black guy who was clean shaven and had those weird Muhammad Atta type eyes. And he was rolling with Rudy. I don't know who the guy was, but it gave me the creeps as if the cops were there. Just to take a look and do a visual of me coming in. I didn't like it because I've got nothing against the cops. I'm not doing nothing against the authorities, and I'm being targeted, and this is another type of whacking and beating up they do to blacks before you even get to the marginalized stage where you become a lunatic, Aaron Alexis, or Colorado type guy, shooter, theater. Before you even become that stage, this is a type of whacking they do to people that have no inclination to become Aaron Alexis, or John Malvo, or this Muhammad, all these lunatics, or the guy that was shooting at right now recently, who's of Caucasian ancestry, in Dallas, Texas, shooting at the police station, all that. I have no ill will towards them. I grew up with aviation law enforcement. They don't want me to even have that, man. Marriage, the law enforcement respect, aviation credentials, nothing at all, man. This is the nadir, not the epitome, because the epitome would allude to high, elevated. This is the nadir, like Ralph Nader's last name, but with an I instead of an E. This is the nadir of intelligence law enforcement activity. It's the worst, man. And he did it again, just like brother Darwin, who's a part of Fareed Abdullah's community, told me, why don't you just give up and work for somebody else, because it would be a slow and a lesser pay process to work for somebody else, and it would be a torturous, painful climb out of the stench of the poverty. It would be torturous, and I would not have marriage no time soon, because they're hoping that I would become horny, sexually lustful, birahi, hot enough to marry someone from here, and then it would have further tentacles and talons and claws, demonic talons, into the relationship due to legal malfeasance and processes here in the United States by marrying here. I don't want to marry from here. I don't want to marry nobody from here. That's why I'm trying to marry abroad, man. And I've been fighting for years, man. By Allah's qudrat, halal, to do halal things, to marry abroad. They don't. Shaitan, the Iblis says I can't have that. I'm not to be allowed that. And they throw this woman who's a maid in front of me like some kind of farce. And I don't know what's really behind her, but she may not have the taqwa. She may not have the seed of belief, might not be able to salat and to cover. And that's very bad for me. Very bad.